And welcome everyone here to Oswald Field on the campus of Heston College. Rusty Witcher alongside Phil Miller and soon to be joined by Jasmine Pankratz. Hi, Phil.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going. We are rocking and rolling here from Oswald Field for Game 2 between Bethany and the Larks. And I believe the Larks came away with a win in the first one.
They did. Yeah, it was a nice win by John Law. Pitched a complete game, 1 run. I think what was the score? 5-1 or 4-1?
I don't know. I was cooking
4-1.
I was cooking dinner for these guys for tomorrow and trying to get ready for the rib off with KT.
Yeah. Well, I got home from work and I turned the game on my iPad.
I was paying attention. So.
Busied myself getting ready to come over here, but I almost didn't come. You can tell, but with my voice,
That's
I'm a little. I'm fighting off a cold. So
that's all right. We're ready to rock and roll.
Bear with me, folks.
Alex Loera to start things off here for the Swedes in Game 2. And there are several ways to contact us. You can text us, 620-217-1465. You can email us at golarks@heston.edu. Jasmine will tell you how she can live chat and tweet to us in just a second, we think.
Yeah.
Hi, Jess.
I'm back.
Maybe.
I'm here. I was talking to Mrs. Park, per usual.
Go figure.
Mrs. Morgan. Anyways, yeah, you can live chat right next to your YouTube browser. That's the most convenient, easiest way to communicate with us. Let us know who you're watching, where you're watching from, questions, comments, feedback, anything, really. We had good conversation last game, which Rusty and Phil weren't here for. Shout out to Alec for helping me out with that one. Or you can tweet at GoLarks, #FearTheNest, where we're also keeping softball scores up to date. They won their first game, 8-2, and they should be playing already by now. I'll check on that, but yeah.
And that was Alex Loera being retired on strikes. Kalen Haynes getting the nod here. Connor Dunaway coming to bat for the Swedes. Josh Stivers out in left field. Zach Duncan in center. Cooper Morgan over in right. Bob at the hot corner. Logan and David up the middle with the big ogre, Joel Ogletree, over at first base. Jeremy Deckinger behind the dish. I was going to call him an ogre.
I was going to say, is this an approved nickname?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I told like 3 or 4 of the guys to hit me a home run, so if there's not a home run this game,
It's on?
I'm going to be
On
upset.
All
like
right.
Donkey Kong?
It's on like Donkey Kong.
Upset.
Hey, Phil, guess what?
Yeah.
Jasmine finally watched Field of Dreams.
Did
yeah,
you?
I did.
About
I did.
time. Holy cow.
I watched it at 4 a.m. the morning, night, whatever it was.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah, it
And?
literally changed my life. Like, I was like,
go.
man, that was a good movie. I didn't cry because it wasn't really sad, but
You
it was
didn't
really
cry?
good. I was too tired to cry at that point, but it was
Well, that's a
really
good
good.
Count 2-1 to Dunaway.
No.
Got a text here saying, "Go Kalen and the Larks." Parents watching from Texas. Wish you
right.
guys could be here for tomorrow's cookout
Yeah.
or the cookout. There's a little flare out there, going to drop in front of Coop for a base hit, and Dunaway aboard with the first single of the game for the Swedes.
That was a nice little line drive out to right field. Hey, I got a couple topics that we
All
can
right.
talk about
Yeah,
today.
me too.
Baseball-related philosophy, baseball
mine's not.
topics. This is very pertinent to what we're
Hey,
watching.
it's our final broadcast of the season. We're going to
Yeah.
cover everything and anything.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay, go, Phil. As
All
this
right.
is Christian Correa stepping in.
So the first topic is watching Major League games. At least 3 or 4 times a game, you'll see the shift. All the infielders will pretty
Right.
much shift over to the right or left, depending on the
Right.
hitter. And I'm just wondering how people feel about this shift and this development.
If I
that's going
if
on.
I was facing a shift, I'd learn to bunt in a hurry.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Why aren't more guys just bunting down the line?
That's a little flare out there. That's going to dump in for a dying quail of a base hit. And Correa on his way to third. Or excuse me,
go.
Correa singles and Dunaway over to third on the dying quail.
My thoughts there on the bunt is if they're going to do something comical and stupid like a shift, then you just go ahead and bunt for a hit and improve
I
your
like
average.
it. What about
Until
you
they
guys
don't
up
do
here?
that anymore.
Malachi and Morrissey are up here being quiet, but I'm getting some nods about bunting against a shift. Morrissey's never bunted
Just
his
do
life.
it.
Morrissey swings for the fence.
Well,
We
so
know
it
that.
might take some cage work. You got to learn how to bunt first.
Morrissey doesn't know how to do anything but swing out of
Yeah.
his shoes.
I was an expert at bunting in high school.
I've got that down, don't I?
I got like 9 bunt hits in high school. It's
Wow.
not hard.
Austin
Really
Gordon
easy.
digging in here for the Swedes.
I personally do not have an opinion on this matter, but during the first game, we had the conversation of turf fields
Sure.
and the conversation of what you prefer and what you don't prefer. And Alec didn't, as well as me, but I've never played on one, so I don't know the advantages, disadvantages as well. But Morrissey likes the turf as a catcher.
So I've
which
got
makes
2
sense.
opinions on this.
Okay.
Hate it for the summer.
Okay.
You should play on grass if you can. But turf fields definitely have a place in the spring.
I would agree with that. As there's a strike from Kalen over the outside corner of Gordon. The count 1-1 strike now.
I think for teams that play in the spring, it's a wonderful innovation because you can play more games. The field's not as
Don't
vulnerable.
lose the terrain out.
Yep, you don't lose the rain out.
So you think they should somehow develop a field where you can put the turf on top of the field and then just pull it back out?
No.
No. It's either all or nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that's impossible.
Of course, you know,
colleges.
Dumont at Wichita for a long time had a turf infield and a grass outfield.
That was weird.
I know.
I don't know how I feel about those.
LD always have that. The count 1-2 strikes here to Gordon.
Because basically what you're getting at is like colleges and universities and things like that that always play in the spring have a turf field. That's
McPherson
I have no
has
problem
one.
with that.
McPherson just built theirs.
But for like minor league ball and professionals that play during the summer, get grass, man. Don't be ruining yourself on AstroTurf and whatnot.
And the count 2-2 strikes here to Gordon.
I mean, they're kind of ugly.
And a swing and a miss by Gordon. He goes down on strikes. Yeah,
nice
we've had a few issues with.
Well, yeah. Linda Law chatting in. Are there connection issues? We have tried 2 different networks.
Yeah, there are some connection issues. There are some
I was
connections.
wondering about that. I was having trouble connecting on my iPad.
As there's a fly ball poked back into play. He's got earbuds in. Yeah, we are having a few connection issues here. There were some during game 1 I noticed when I wasn't around the.
When you weren't cooking?
When I wasn't cooking, when I wasn't dealing with 55 pounds of pulled pork for tomorrow.
Well, we're going to do our best to work on those.
We are. We apologize. Also, why didn't you bring me a sample?
Because by the time I got the text message, it was already put away for tomorrow.
No.
It's too late. You'll have to come tomorrow.
She'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow. Gosh.
Kyle
said I could be his +5.
My son Kyle, and the 1-1 coming up.
Yes.
No, this is getting complicated now.
Your son Kyle and the grandkids.
Yeah. Kyle and I, when we were getting the groceries, I was asked if he was my son.
And you were like,
I was a little flabbergasted. The count 2 ball. There's only 8 years difference between Kyle and I. I'm not sure what they're saying.
Well, it's gone now, so I don't know.
Pitch inside from Canley. Count now 3-2 strikes to Julius Gaines.
It's not hard to imagine what they were saying, Russ.
I'm not sure I like you here anymore, Phil.
You look old.
I guess.
You really do.
Thanks, Jazz. Really appreciate that. Bring you a snack, and that's how you thank me.
Well, oh yeah, I forgot. Thank you.
Wow. Oh no, it's on.
Woo.
There's a strike on the outside half. Gaines thought it was ball 4.
He
and nodded and said, "No, you're right. It was a strike." Wind picking up a little bit. The rain is out there to the west.
It's a coming.
Is it coming?
It is coming.
Well, it's supposed to rain tomorrow, and thank heavens we need it.
Yeah,
yes, we do.
There's a lot of family and parents here today, and we'll stay for tomorrow. So that's good.
That one gets by deck, and a run coming home on the pass ball. And so Bethany aboard.
But shout out to Chris Platten watching in Australia. He wishes he could be here, and we wish so too. And the Geralds, they're also tuning in again. We wish they could be here as well.
We wish everybody could be here.
Absolutely.
Except then they wouldn't be watching us.
Mr. Park is watching from the sky.
Cool.
That's what Mrs. Park said. So.
Well, maybe they can put it on maybe they could put it on the screen on the plane. We've been in a Buffalo Wild Wings in Salt Lake City, Utah before.
We have?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that our first year or second year?
Second year during the playoffs on a Monday afternoon when nothing was going on, and the Brown Mackey folks were watching. Buffalo Wild Wings was kind enough to put it up on one of their big screens.
Yep.
So here we were in
we were broadcasting to the whole place. It was pretty wild.
The Heston softball team is ahead 2-0 in the top of the second.
Did they win the first one?
They did.
Good.
8-2. I told you that. They hit 2 homers.
I was trying to get Dylan to give me a lineup card. He was being difficult.
Ooh.
I pitch upstairs to Blake Galinas. And I count 1-1 strike. Jalinas. So thank you.
Sometimes those high pitches can be hard to lay off.
And this is Lorea.
Okay.
Which one
is
is
buzz
that?
Is worse than it was the first game, bro.
Maybe it's because there's 3 It might be because we have 3 headsets.
Which one was what?
Is it Laura? Yeah.
It's
Lorea.
Yeah, R I think is supposed to be over there or something. I don't know.
It's hard to tell on the lineup card.
Well, I went and asked.
The buzz we've battled all season long. The connection issues, I don't think
the connection's fine now. So
Yeah,
maybe
so-
with the connection just comes. Kevin Gerald says no fair rush to getting a jump start on KT. So KT's going to start tomorrow?
No. I have not started the ribs. The ribs are going to get cooked tomorrow morning, so they're fresh.
So they're fresh.
The pulled pork is done, though.
Okay, but that's not part of the competition.
No.
That's just to feed the
me.
masses.
It's just me whipping KT tomorrow in ribs.
Okay. Oh goodness. Also, wait. Remind me to ask you a question.
Okay, ask me a question. That's Caitlin stepping up. The 2 kinds of sauces are done. The pulled pork was done.
No, but anyways, I explained to Alec in the first game. I was saying, for those of you who don't know, last year, if you knew me at all, I hated baseball.
Oh, yeah.
I did not understand it. I thought it was boring. I thought it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know that. I did not
Yes,
understand it.
that's
I
not a
hated
secret.
It.
Yep.
So, in the middle of Field of Dreams, I was like, oh my gosh, I think I love baseball. It's so magical.
Yeah, I'm getting it now.
I think I get it now.
There you go.
It kind of hit me, man.
And
my life has been changed
It
now.
warms our heart a
Yes.
little bit to hear that,
It
Jeff.
does.
No, seriously though, and I mean a lot of it has to do with the guys too, getting to know them on a
Right.
personal level. Like they're my dudes.
I'm getting a little teary-eyed here.
The 2-2 coming up to
All right,
join
that's
us.
enough of that.
Swing and a miss. Kalen strikes out the side, but a run comes home. We'll take a break and be back after this here on the Lark Network.
Earn your Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree at Heston College and become part of their 50-year tradition of outstanding nursing education. Located just 30 minutes north of Wichita, Heston College is a small, Christ-centered private college that provides state-of-the-art training for tomorrow's caregivers. The nursing program has maintained accreditation throughout its 50-year history, and 3 tracks offer you the BSN program you need to meet your goals, whether you are just starting out or building upon your previous education. The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance, and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program.
Small class size allows Heston College faculty to get to know and genuinely care for each student. A rigorous, holistic nursing curriculum provides practical hands-on experience in our active simulation lab. You will also gain real-world caregiving experience ranging from neonatal to geriatric in well-respected regional clinical agencies.
From my first contact with Heston College, I could feel the caring atmosphere. The nursing faculty made me feel at home. They walked me through the curriculum, and now as a student, they regularly check in on my life, my family, and my success.
Heston College provides the education and personal attention expected of a top private school at a cost comparable to public institutions. 100% of students who applied for financial aid received aid.
After classroom and clinical, the ultimate goal is passing the RN licensure exam and getting a job. 98% of Heston College 100 graduates have achieved a RN licensure. Graduates are well respected in the healthcare industry with a great record of job placement. My employer loves hiring Heston graduates and recruits them every spring.
Be a part of the tradition of caring as a Heston College BSN student. Learn more about the Heston College nursing program today.
3, 2, 1.
And welcome back here. Our
boy.
final baseball broadcast of the season. We are glad you guys have been along for the ride. Apparently, unfortunately, I know what that means.
I know.
Heston High School lost 4-2.
Oh, okay. We're looking over at Sid Witcher, and he's giving us hand signals, and apparently Russ knows.
This happens. Logan Dryden to lead things off here for the Larks.
Okay, well,
Okay, we're off and running.
yeah, it keeps coming back.
It's a fly
the
ball.
buzz?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're just going to have to deal with it.
There's a lot of electromagnetic field here.
Yeah, I've got my computer and
If I don't get a
iPad
home
and-
run in my name today.
You got one yesterday.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't mine. He told me it wasn't mine. I was really upset. And I wasn't there for it, so that doesn't count. Cooper Morgan hit a home run yesterday, and I told him to hit one yesterday before the game. And then he did, so technically it should be mine. But
It is.
It wasn't.
It's yours.
No, I don't even want it anymore.
You should take it.
I'll get my
Logan
own.
pops one straight back. That'll be on top of the press box,
You
maybe.
know what? I'm going to learn how to hit, and then I'm going to get my own.
You're going to learn how to hit, and then you're going to get your own.
Yeah.
In baseball or softball?
And Morrissey over here is going to teach me how. Yes.
Which?
Yeah.
You count 1 and 2 here to Logan.
Everyone keeps saying no, like it's a challenge.
Which stick and ball sport are we talking about here? Baseball, softball, slow pitch.
Baseball. I learned how to hit
Baseball?
a softball.
You're not going to hit a home run in baseball.
That is so rude.
I didn't never hit a home
Counts
run.
2 balls and 2 strikes here, too.
I mean, I hit some in batting practice, but
Well, I'll take that.
I hit inside the Parkers.
Strike 3 on the
Ooh.
outside corner, and Logan goes down looking.
That's a tough pitch to get
This
struck
is
out.
Elkins pitching for the Swedes. And that brings up Josh. I think I'm an infielder, Stivers, even though I did see him at first base in the first game.
He's back out in left field now.
Oh,
so.
you guys missed out. I almost got smoked in the head with a foul ball over there, too. I was so scared.
Well,
That
I
was
took
cool.
everything in me not to scream because I thought it was going to
were you on top of the dugout or what?
No, I was, like, right next to the plaque, like, where I take pictures.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
where
yeah.
that lady's taking pictures right now. I was just sitting there taking pictures, and they fouled it. And it was like, deck was running, like, it was straight up. And it was like, right on the inside.
Josh, a
fence.
fly ball to left field. Coming back is Dunaway, but he'll camp underneath it and make the play, and there's 2 outs. And that'll bring up Bob Fujimura.
Should we bring up some stats?
Sure.
Please do.
Bob's hit 24 on the year with an on base of 390. Not too shabby. He's got a home run.
He did. He hit one against McPherson.
Well, there you go. There's
I
his
did.
home run.
I was there.
As that one gets
Ooh.
away from Elkins a little bit outside.
Not sure what happened on that pitch. That looked funny coming out of his hand. You know what baseball movie you need to watch next? Bull Durham.
Actually, she's got another.
I need you guys to make me a list because I'm
We
not
can
going
do
to
that.
remember these names.
Did you watch Hoosiers yet?
Do it
No,
right now.
I didn't have time last night.
You watched at 1 and 4 in the morning. What was
We don't
stopping
care
you?
about
wasn't
basketball
tired.
movies. We're talking about baseball movies here.
She wouldn't, but we were talking sports movies in general.
yeah.
Oh, sports movies in general?
Yeah.
What's your favorite one of all time? Still
Field of Dreams.
Still Field of Dreams.
Hoosiers.
I
Field of
did. I
Dreams.
did like it.
Yeah,
It was really
That's
good.
really awesome. And then
Caddyshack.
I'd have
Hoosiers
to
is
say,
okay.
Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans is pretty
That's
awesome.
a good one.
Rudy's kind of fun.
Which one?
Rudy,
I don't know what that is.
the Notre Dame
Rudy.
football. Yeah,
I've seen
you haven't seen Rudy? Okay, so we got to get a list.
We're gonna. Do we need paper to start this list? Because I can get this.
I've got it
going
right
okay.
now.
All right.
So number 1, you got to watch Bull Durham.
I'd say wait for sports movies. Though, I'd say Hoosiers goes above Bull Durham.
We're just talking baseball movies.
Okay,
right
baseball.
Because it's baseball season, she needs to watch
Yeah,
Bull Durham
yeah.
first.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
She
let's go
knows
baseball.
basketball already.
I don't
so
want to cry though.
Bull Durham is not going to
No,
make
you
you
won't
cry.
cry. Bull
No.
Durham.
You'll laugh.
Okay, good.
I
Major
hope.
League.
I asked Chris what her favorite baseball movie was. She said Benchwarmers.
The 3-2 coming up here, and Bob takes the walk because that's too far outside with 2 outs.
Oh,
and that
yeah,
brings up
yeah.
designated hitter John the Marshall Law.
Okay, so Bull Durham. What was the next one you said?
Major
Russ?
League.
Major League? Yeah, I'll put that down. You need to watch that. The Natural. is a
Natural.
must
Absolutely.
watch.
What the heck is that?
The Rookie.
I've seen The Rookie.
The Rookie.
With that one guy?
Dennis Quaid
Dennis
with
Quaid,
that one
yeah.
guy. As John fouls that one back on
You
Elkins.
knew exactly what I was talking
I
about.
don't
I
know
know,
if The
I know.
Rookie's like a must watch.
It's a good one.
I didn't like it that
No.
much. It was okay.
Sandlot.
I love the Sandlot.
Yeah, you've seen the
but that's
Sandlot, good.
Yeah. The which one?
Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year?
With who?
Oh.
Is that little kid?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Bob with a straight steal.
Oh,
And Bob is going to be
no. Oh.
tagged out.
I'm not even sure what he was doing there. He just played left early. Poor guy.
Larks go kind of quietly. And we played an inning here. Bethany leads 1-0 back after this.
My name is Molly Shervany, and both my parents and my older sister have gone to KU. It's kind of the thing we do. And that's what I was planning on too. But I loved the Heston College tour. I still remember my personal guide, Kimmy, and talking with all the art professors. At KU, I was in a huge group of students, and I didn't really get to see what I wanted. Heston College made it for me. Taking gen eds at Heston is helping me build a really strong foundation. I get individual attention and know my professors and everyone in my class. I like the personal relationships, and that's something that Heston offered that nowhere else did. With this foundation, I'll be ready to finish my major at KU. I'm currently a Heston Lark, but soon I'll be cheering.
I'm Roman Arnold, from Dallas, Texas. I toured my dad's school, Texas A&M, and it really was beautiful, but it was huge. He talked about class sizes being over 100. I visited Heston as a baseball prospect and never looked back. I got the chance to be involved right away, not only on the field, but as a part of the community. Everybody knows each other on campus. We're really close-knit. And if you want faith to be a part of your athletic experience, no one does that better than Heston. I'm not worried about transferring. My advisor saw me out at least a half a dozen times the first semester just to make sure I was on the right track. I started as a lark at Heston College, and I'm planning on transferring to a state school, Texas A&M. Giga Maggies.
Go play out in right
And
field.
welcome back here
Shortstop moves
to
over.
Oswald Field as Phil's looking up things on his iPad. This will be the top of the second. Cody Kingsley to bat here for the Swedes. Jasmine's enjoying the chips.
A coach looking at you with his palms up means one of two things. One, I didn't give the sign for what you just did. Two, you missed the sign. Yes.
Truth to that, boys. Truth to that. Yeah.
Very much. It's either palms up or hand on forehead.
Malachi and Morrissey are here. Like, yep, they agree. That one gets downstairs to deck and goes through deck, and the count evens up at a ball and a strike.
It combine that with lots of yelling.
Kevin Gerald says,
Screaming at
Bad
you.
News Bears?
Oh, the Bad News Bears. The
Bad
original.
News Bears?
I don't know what that is.
The original's pretty good.
Yeah, but yeah, you got it's the original. Yeah, you see the original.
The 1-1 coming up here from Kalen, the big man. Misses outside, and the count now 2 balls, 1 strike here to Cody Kingsley.
How about For Love of the Game?
Well, that sounds familiar.
That'll help you understand some
Kevin
stuff.
Costner and Kelly Preston.
Yep.
And the 2-1 coming up. That one missing downstairs, and the count now 3 balls and 1 strike to Kingsley. Kingsley in the 7-hole plays third base.
But you gotta watch Bull Durham. There's no excuse for. Have you guys watched Bull Durham? Yeah, see? All right.
Of course they've seen it.
Of course they have, because they're baseball players.
Little
Nice pitch.
cut fastball. Almost
Yes.
had some movement on it.
It did.
So, you know how I've been on Kyle for getting me some gear?
Yeah.
Like, asking him every day, pretty much, to get me something.
Yeah.
Just a shirt would have been sad. He gave me all of their practice gear today, like the sweats, the
Oh, my goodness.
shorts, the practice shirts.
How'd you
As
get all
there's,
that?
as there's a base hit out to left center for right center field, and Kingsley aboard. Now, did you
I haven't gotten
I didn't
swag
get
for
the
2
World Series
years.
shirt.
did you get a little bit choked up for that?
Yeah, kind of. I was
Well, yeah,
like,
'cause
so
that's pretty
nice.
good.
But I also babysit his kids, so I was like, I mean, you
Oh,
kind of
okay.
owe me one.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
It was a pretty fair,
Yeah.
pretty fair trade.
All right.
His
Well,
kids,
then you-
his
then-
kids are pretty cool already. So, but
You mean Russ's
I was like,
grandkids?
does this
Stop.
mean? I was like, does this mean I made the team? all the practice.
I like
stuff?
it. I like it.
That's good.
This is Brooks Dubois coming to bat. And Dubois pulls the bunt back, the lefty, with a runner aboard. This would be a good time to see what kind of pickoff move Kalen has.
I would be. Because why not?
Kalen with a slide step. There's a bunt
Oh.
laid down. Bob's going to have to go to first. Throws over with Joel covering.
See, now if they were playing the shift, a bunt like that, he'd be on first.
A base hit.
We apologize for the buzz as I'm about to go take pictures, but without the
I got
buzz, it's bad Wi-Fi and connection. So it's one or the other, or maybe both.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows?
I'll be right back.
Okay, Jazz is going to leave Phil and I up here alone with
That's dangerous.
Malachi and Morrissey is going to hold this box down like champs, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Right, fellas?
So
Yeah.
the first topic, thoughts on the shift and things like that, apparently hasn't created any buzz.
Well, we've got buzz, but I don't think it's the kind of buzz you're wanting.
Right. So I still am curious what people think about that. But here's my second topic.
Second topic.
This is pretty funny.
Okay.
I was listening to.
Wait. Let's get these. Get ready. Okay. I told the guys to get ready.
Okay. I was listening to some Des Moines sports radio,
Okay.
and
Strike one.
there was a White Sox fan in there talking some smack on
Okay.
Cubs fans, and he's like, they don't even know what the infield fly rule is, right?
Okay.
Well, that led to an interesting discussion on
All
what
right.
people actually thought of the infield fly rule. One gentleman called in and said, I don't like it.
That one fouled off and out of play by
He didn't like the infield fly rule.
Dubois.
You know why?
Why?
Because he's like, if you're dumb enough to pop up in a situation, let's say with the bases loaded or something like that, you should have to suffer the consequences, and they should be able to drop the ball and just turn 2 or whatever.
I think that's ridiculous.
Why so?
I think that's ridiculous because you're, in turn, almost...
Now, by the way, I don't agree with this guy either.
Right.
Go ahead.
As Kalen misses downstairs. That gives the defense almost an unfair advantage.
Violates the spirit of the rules.
I agree.
I think it also makes a mockery of the game when you do something like that. Almost like the shift almost makes a mockery of the game a little bit. But I don't have a problem with that.
But you beat the shift with a bunt.
Exactly. There are ways to defeat that.
Count 2 balls, 1 strike here to Dubois with 1 away in the second.
But with an infield fly, that's almost Bush League stuff to let it drop and then turn and
try and turn a double play out of that. It is.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Shoot. Depending on the situation,
downstairs to Dubois.
You could even get a triple play out of it.
Speaking of triple plays, did you see that today in the? I believe it was the Astros game.
No.
Evan
I haven't
Gattis.
watched TV at all today.
I just saw a little bit. I just read about it. I didn't see the actual play.
Yeah.
And Dubois takes the strike. Evan Gattis grounded into a double play and thought that there were 2 outs, walked off the field, and he was the 3rd out for the triple play.
Oh, no. Oops.
That happened today, apparently. And the 3-2 coming up from Kalen payoff pitch.
So those are my 2 topics.
That's a little flare, and that will be caught by...
Got him.
Oh, it was a bouncer.
Yeah, he hit it right
I didn't
in front
see
of
it
home
bounce.
plate. Yep.
Logan sits down on it, does a nice job
He
there.
did. That was a really good play.
I didn't see it or hear it come off of there. And now they count, and that puts 2 outs.
That was a good job. So, thoughts on the infield fly rule? Love it, hate it. What do we got?
Roll with it.
Roll with it. I think it's a good rule.
I do too.
You know how old that rule is?
Long time.
Something like the 1890s or 1880s or something like that.
Loera, got it that time. Loera, swing and a miss here for his first pitch.
Loera out of Texas, Red Oak, Texas.
And the 0-1.
What was wrong with that pitch?
That missed just inside a little bit.
But
they count
1
ball, 1 strike.
Did it miss inside?
Deck did move a lot. I saw a move. I've got a real good angle right here of Deck moving his whole glove towards the batter, so I'm not sure if it was
but
inside.
So what?
Well,
if it's over the plate,
I know, but
it might have been low. How about that?
That one looks a little. That one was almost the same spot. And it looked a little bit low.
We can't tell high-low very well from up here. Sure.
And they count 2 balls and 1 strike.
And I'm right behind home plate.
The 2-1 coming up here from Kalen. That one fouled back and out of play.
Do have some cars in dangerous position out on the street. What other baseball topics can we think of
We
here?
can find all kinds of topics.
Yeah, I like the infield fly, the shift. What about a pitch clock?
You know, I'm not opposed to that.
I'm not either. Honestly, I think unless you foul tip it and maybe are running down the baseline, you need to keep 1 foot in the batter's box and cut out all these shenanigans of adjusting this and that and restrapping your batting gloves and yada yada. Just get in there and hit.
Yeah.
That's boring.
That one upstairs, and Kalen issues a walk.
Kalen seems he's either striking guys out or he's having trouble locating so far.
Ooh.
What's that?
Ooh.
What do we got?
This game probably ought to start picking up.
Oh. What radar are you looking at there?
KSN, it's out west of almost to Hutch now. It's coming up, though. It's going to be a while before it gets here, but it's coming. That's a hopper, and Logan with a great play.
Oh, my
Logan
goodness
with a great
gracious.
play.
That was awesome.
Stretching out and coming away with one on the run.
Nice
play to strand 2 by Logan. And we'll be back after this here on the Lark Network.
My name is Molly Shervany, and both my parents and my older sister have gone to KU. It's kind of the thing we do, and that's what I was planning on too. But I loved the Hesston College tour. I still remember my personal guide, Kimmy, and talking with all the art professors. At KU, I was in a huge group of students, and I didn't really get to see what I wanted. Hesston College made it for me. Taking gen eds at Hesston is helping me build a really strong foundation. I get individual attention and know my professors and everyone in my class. I like the personal relationships, and that's something that Hesston offered that nowhere else did. With this foundation, I'll be ready to finish my major at KU. I'm currently a Hesston Lark, but soon I'll be cheering Rock Chalk Jayhawk at KU.
I'm Roman Arnold from Dallas, Texas. I toured my dad's school, Texas A&M, and it really was beautiful, but it was huge. He talked about class sizes being over 100. I visited Hesston as a baseball prospect and never looked back. I got the chance to be involved right away, not only on the field, but as a part of the community. Everybody knows each other on campus. We're really close-knit. And if you want faith to be a part of your athletic experience, no one does that better than Hesston. I'm not worried about transferring. My advisor saw me out at least a half a dozen times the first semester just to make sure I was on the right track. I started as a Lark at Hesston College, and I'm planning on transferring to a state school, Texas A&M. Giga Maggies.
The pork is an afterthought? Is that what you're saying?
And welcome back here as we're to the bottom of the second.
I think everybody just heard that, too.
No, I put my heart and soul into my cooking.
That's right.
Phil does know that.
I do. His pulled pork is excellent. We're all going to have a wonderful... So we're looking at the radar here, and there is some rain out west.
There is some rain out west.
Yeah. My radar doesn't have it to Hutch yet, though. Where yours seems to have it there. So I'm not sure what the deal is.
Well, we'll see.
This is channel 12. And it's not quite...
Okay, all right. The 1-1 coming up. Now it misses outside to John Law.
Weather.gov says it shouldn't rain here till after 10.
That one's straight up, and that is a mile high.
That's really high.
That is up there for a week.
Oh!
And that one will bounce, and John Law has new life. That might have been the highest pop-up I've ever seen here at Oswald Field.
And you know what happens when it gets that high and it's this kind of weather? It what? Oh, yeah.
I think that hit the top of the clouds.
Well, it got up there and swirled around in the different jet streams up there. That's why you had trouble catching it.
So John with new life, and they count 2 balls, 2 strikes here.
I don't even blame the catcher for not catching
Elkins
that.
out of the windup.
Really hard play to make.
Oh, yeah. And John
ticked it, and he caught it, so that's an out.
So John tips it and strikes out.
Yep. He said he tipped it, and well, either way, he swung at it, and the catcher caught it. So
I thought he laid off. I thought he check swinged.
I don't think he.
I thought he was check swing.
If he did,
so now we're going to have a discussion.
I'd say if he check swinged, he swung. Yeah, so he's calling it.
So John goes down on strikes.
I mean, it's unfortunate, but...
And that brings up Coop.
Those judgment calls can be difficult to swallow.
Very, very, very tough. So we'll check the live chat here. I get to play with this while Jasmine's away.
I got no emails yet. I do have that up and running.
That ball popped out of play towards the car, and that car will just get out of range.
Ooh.
And it was almost there. That car was any slower, and they would have had a surprise in their lap in the front seat.
Need Coop to straighten that out a little bit.
We're glad we've got some people watching. Let us know who you are, who you're watching, where you're watching from. We know heard from a few as Coop takes the strike on the curve.
So we've been talking about AstroTurf fields, or not AstroTurf, I should say.
Field turf.
Like field turf, things like that. I've never actually played on field turf. I don't know what that would be like.
I've ran on it. It's kind of nice.
Yeah. I've done AstroTurf several times.
Coop swings and misses, and Coop down, and that's the third strikeout now for Elkins.
Yep.
And that brings up Joel Ogletree.
I'll tell you what, throwing a ball on AstroTurf is kind of fun because you can skip it, you can hop it, and it bounces true. And normally
That
you're like,
was
oh,
not good.
What? Did you see
The lights
lightning?
just went. No, the lights just went out.
Oh, well, that's usually bad.
That was not good.
Usually when the lights just go off, that's bad.
Well, we've got lights at 4 different fields right now.
We
The
still
town power
We
plant
still
couldn't
got
handle
power
it.
though. We still got power as Joel's first pitch swinging.
It's a rolling blackout.
Yeah, we're good. We're good
Yeah,
there.
we're fine. Yeah, we're
straight
up and
fine.
going.
We just don't have lights, which probably isn't good.
No, that could. That's a bad sign.
Joel's swing and a miss, and he's quickly behind in the count, 0-2. Of course, a couple years back we had the light pole blow up.
Yeah, there was smoke coming out of it. That was
a little-
interesting.
Yeah, that was put a
Yep.
damper on the evening really
It
quickly.
did.
Joel, a fly ball to center field, going back
That
is
could be trouble.
Gaines. Gaines now has to
Oh,
turn his
God, nice
field.
play by Gaines.
Larksville quickly and quietly still looking for a hit.
Yeah.
We'll be back after this on the Lark Network.
Yeah, they've got lights there.
The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program. Hesston College provides the education and personal attention expected of a top private school at a cost comparable to public institutions. 100% of students who applied for financial aid received aid.
After classroom and clinicals, the ultimate goal is passing the RN licensure exam and getting a job. 98% of Hesston College's 1,600 graduates have achieved a RN licensure. Graduates are well respected in the healthcare industry with a great record of job placement. My employer loves hiring Hesston graduates and recruits them every spring.
Be a part of the tradition of caring as a Hesston College BSN student. Learn more about the Hesston College Nursing Program today.
Sports movie, you're saying Hoosiers?
Hoosiers.
Rudy. I'm going to go with Rudy.
Even though it's not quite sports, it's about.
My name is Molly Shervany, and both my parents and my older sister have gone to KU. It's kind of the thing we do. And that's what I was planning on too. But I loved the Hesston College tour. I still remember my personal guide, Kimmy, and talking with all the art professors. At KU, I was in a huge group of students. And
And welcome back to the very darkening Oswald
Yeah,
Field.
things are getting a
This is
little.
the top of the third, right?
It shouldn't be this dark yet.
But the lights did go out.
They did.
Suddenly, and I'm not
They
sure
are-
what's going on, and we'll see what happens.
It's a little. Might cut the day
That's
short.
a little flare that's going to drop, but foul for
So
Correa.
we're working on several topics.
Yeah,
Right
we'd
now,
love to hear from you guys.
We're working on a movie list for
Jasmine for the
Jasmine to check out. So we've got baseball movies and then just sports movies in general. So let us know what you're thinking on that one. Text Russ or
Caddyshack?
Caddyshack
have
or
you
live
seen
chat.
Caddyshack?
Oh, you got to see Caddyshack.
I
Jasmine.
don't think so.
Oh my goodness, you've got a lot of.
That sounds
movies to
familiar,
watch.
though.
Yeah,
And there's a
Caddyshack.
curveball over for a strike from Kalen. The count quickly 0-2.
It's an awesome golf
It's
movie.
all right.
Okay.
The 0-2 coming up.
He's at the Masters.
Swing as that is a half swing, check swing, go down, and you're striking out.
Caught
Christian
all of
Correa.
it.
Former greenskeeper, about to become the Master Champion.
Masters champion.
It's in the hole.
Okay, that's enough.
It's in the hole. I love the war against the gopher.
All right, at Hesston softball, Taylor Martin hits a bomb, giving Hesston softball a 3-0 lead.
Sweet.
All right, good for T
In the
Mart.
bottom
Go
of the
Larks.
third.
Way to go, T Mart. Team Money. Excuse me, Team Money.
But what other movies we got? Then we're talking about all the different baseball topics: turf, infield fly, shifts. What was the other one I brought up? Oh, batting clock,
Yeah, pitch
Pitch
clock.
clock.
Pitch clock. Yeah.
things like that. What do you
The
guys
1-0.
think? What are some things that you want to talk about or want our opinions on?
The 1-0 coming up here, Kalen. Strike at the knees.
Or do you want us to shut up?
That could always be an option too.
Nah, nobody wants that.
Don't they though?
Or don't.
Malachi Sports over here is
And this is my
flinging
press
his
box.
manly locks around.
Just like that's my dugout.
That's your dugout?
Yeah, I went down there between games. And all the guys were like, "What are you doing here?" I was like, I'm taking pictures." They were like, "Just
I own
get out.
this."
This is our dugout." I said, "You thought this is my dugout?"
You thought. They count 2 balls and 1 strike here to Gordon in the DH spot. He struck out his first time up.
You is wrong. It's Jasmine's
Ooh, I haven't
dugout.
That's a fly ball to straightaway center field. Zach Duncan going back.
This could be interesting.
And
Okay.
Zach makes a play.
Nice play.
Now, Jasmine, go for it.
I haven't told Phil about my Evan Oswald experience.
No, you have not.
Oh, what now?
Listen to this awesome story. Okay.
Yes.
So after you told me about like the whole cheerleaders at Hessen thing or whatever,
Uh-huh.
I went to the Horizon, which I'm a part on staff for, and I said we should
Mhm.
write an article about this, just a little short history about Hessen College sports,
Of
whatever.
course, yeah.
Nobody knows that like they were considered evil and like it took a long time to get them here.
Yep. We didn't
So-
have interscholastic
Yeah.
sports. That was a
because
controversy.
they were considered evil and decent. Yeah,
Mennonites were
spirituality
crazy.
people. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so I started doing some research, and I'm like, okay, this could be a really cool article. And I looked
Nice
through the
pitch.
book of Heston College history,
Mhm.
and
Written by
I'm
John Sharp.
realizing, written by John Sharp, and I'm realizing that Evan Oswald is such a prominent figure in this all.
He's
I just thought he
huge.
was a baseball coach. I was like,
Yep.
I didn't know this.
No,
So he's a founding father
legendary.
of athletics. He was the first AD for 20 years.
He coached like every sport
He
out
coached
there.
every,
Yeah.
well, tennis, golf, baseball, basketball. He was the first coach's sport.
Archery and rifle.
Mm-hmm. No, that wasn't here.
Yes, it was. They never mentioned it.
Oh,
Well, no, because why would they mention archery and
sports.
rivalry
okay, well, it's not anywhere
at a Mennonite
in
college?
historical records.
Right. They've washed that away.
Anyways,
Yes.
you guys keep interrupting me. So rude. Okay, I'm gonna continue
There is a baseball
on.
game out there.
Okay,
Well,
but it's not like you
count-
guys are talking about
Count
it.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Julius Gaines.
Okay.
Big curve on the
Nice
outside.
pitch.
Gaines frozen at the dish.
Forget
Now,
it.
please continue, Jazz.
Okay.
Yeah, we can talk
So
about
then
this over the
I'm
break.
interviewing John Sharp, and I go into his office and interview him just to get some more quotes about the history, blah blah blah, what it was like during that time. And I was talking, I was like, man, I really wish that I could have just interviewed
So wait,
Evan Oswald.
So you were interviewing?
John Sharp,
John-
the guy
the
who wrote
author of the book.
that wrote the history, because I just
That's
wanted-
cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he was like,
Yeah.
well, he was like, you can interview Evan Oswald. Do you want his email? And I was like, I thought he was dead. And it was really awkward. But then, yeah, I get his email, and he's like, yeah, let me call you. And he's like, I'm really hard of hearing, but like, I'd love to talk to you. And so I call Evan Oswald, and I talked to him on the phone for probably like 30 minutes.
Oh
doing
my
an interview,
goodness.
and I have a recording of it. So I'm writing an article about that.
Yo, yeah.
He
That's
also
awesome.
overnighted me several articles, pictures, like artifacts that. He was an amazing dude. Like, even after Heston, he did
Yeah.
some crazy, amazing things. This man went on to establish athletics at another college.
No kidding.
And then he went to the Olympics. Yeah, and
What?
he went to the Olympics not as a participant, but as an official for archery. But that's still a really
Sure.
big deal.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, we're missing something here. Like, everyone knows that this is Oswald Field, but I don't think
Yeah.
they know about the man himself unless that you were, there. But the Heston
Right.
baseball team used to go to Arizona and see him when they played there, I guess.
Sure.
And when Rob Ramsire was coach. So, yeah, that was super cool
Yeah,
for me to get to meet him.
Both
and
our dads played for Yo, didn't
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
so
Yeah.
I've been emailing with him, and like we're pretty much best friends now. And I told Rob I'm gonna go to Rob's office, and I'm gonna tell him and Rusty's already agreed to contribute $20 to this. I told him that I want a statue of Evan Oswald in this new athletic renovation that we're doing, the $3 million
they?
one.
Wait. You
Interesting.
forgot the part where.
Yeah,
if you-
I'm not there yet. I'm
okay.
not there yet. So I want a statue of Evan Oswald, but I also want me high-fiving him, like maybe just as a sidebar.
I might be in for $30 for
This
that.
Yeah.
this is interesting. 'Cause I don't know how into statues Mennonites actually are.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like
As
a
there's a.
figure.
But we do need to do something.
Yeah, I mean, we have the plaque, and that's cool. And
That's
he was
not
here,
enough, though.
and he's gonna come back next September, or he's planning on it. He's got vertigo and neuropathy. It's like
Neuropathy.
a couple things that are wrong with him.
Sure.
But he's 93 years old,
I
and
was
he's
gonna
saying
say,
he said he told me, quote, that he is going to come back if he has to crawl back for a 70th year reunion
That's
next
awesome.
September. So I'll come back and meet
Which
him.
I
told him
believe
I would.
a man like that is gonna make it back.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, for sure. He is such an incredible
That's
dude.
really cool.
Here we
Yeah.
go. I got a topic for us.
Okay.
This is from Harry's Papa Tom, and first of all he mentioned
Hi,
a movie
Tom.
that Jasmine needs to see, and
Okay.
it's Pride of the Yankees.
I'm pretty
I
sure
agree.
Tom is my
Pride of the
number one
Yankees.
fan.
Yes, yes.
And then the other thing is, how about
I need to
eliminating
watch that.
how about eliminating the DH in the American League? I'm all for that.
Get it out.
Get rid
We
of
don't
the
need
DH
it.
Why?
because it brings so much
It's
more
not
strategy.
baseball. I just don't. I don't like the DH. I think it's.
We're both National League fans too,
I think
so
it's
that
a
makes
cop
a
out.
difference.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I think pitchers should hit. I mean, look at what Otani's doing.
Yeah, he's
Right?
tearing it up. It's a lot of fun to watch Otani.
Yeah. And there are several pitchers out there that if they actually had to hit and they put time in the cage, they'd be pretty good.
Deck draws the walk. He's aboard. Second Lark runner of the game. Here's a throwback. Played at WSU. Darren Dreifert was a heck of a pitcher, a heck of a collegiate hitter, and did some pinch hit stuff when he worked for the Padres.
There you go. So, yeah, get rid of that DH Jazz. We don't, not you, but
Jazz with
that
a Z.
stuff. Yeah, Jazz with the two Z's.
Zach Duncan coming in, and Zach has one tail away on the first pitch he sees.
In the live chat, Kevin Gerald says, turf during the summer raises the temp on the field by 20 to 30 degrees.
I
thought it was designed. Well, we talked about this in the last game, too, how Alec thinks that it's harder on your joints to run on and such.
Is that still true, though, with the new field
I don't know.
turf
That's
and
what he
things
said.
like that?
I heard for football. I've learned about it for football personally because turf is huge now. Like it's taking over. And in baseball, I think it's starting to, but it hasn't as much.
So the whole thing when they came, so the old AstroTurf, which was basically carpet
Deck
over.
off to the running. Deck off and taking the.
That old AstroTurf is basically like this carpet of thin.
On top of
green
concrete.
stuff
on
top of concrete. Very hard on the joints.
Yeah.
Very hard on your body.
I think that's what they were talking about.
And that could get really hot in the summer. Very, very hot. But I'm wondering, because when they came out with this new filter stuff, they were like, this is supposed to be easier on your joints. And
it is. I think
for
and
body
for football, they're saying
blah, blah, blah.
it makes you less prone to concussion if you hit your head on the ground.
I can see that. If there's a lot of padding underneath, for sure.
Yeah. Well, the little rubber, whatever they're made up of, is what they're saying.
Tires.
Not every field has those rubber pellets.
Well, that's the one I heard about.
But they all have, I think they all have, longer artificial blades of grass and a lot more cushions and things like that.
We're in the bottom of the third. Lark's still looking for the first hit, and Zach Duncan takes strike two as we're full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
But I do believe that they would be hotter than normal grass.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is still the
incredibly
case.
hot.
Because there are places in, I think it's California, where they'll put in AstroTurf
pitch.
yards.
Mm-hmm.
Zach chases upstairs. He goes down.
It actually raises the temperature around the house and stuff like that. It's actually not that great for the environment.
David Berzin's coming to bat.
I would believe that, too, that it's not good for the environment.
Yeah. But they're like, oh, it's good for the environment because it doesn't use water, but it actually does worse things.
Berzin's first pitch pops down a play. The problem with an AstroTurf, the problem with a field turf lawn is when you mow it. That doesn't work very well.
Yeah, I mean, it makes your mower blades dull really fast, and
scalp it doesn't come back real quick.
It doesn't grow that quick. Nothing but trouble at that point.
The count 0-1 to David Berzin. Berzin's batting ninth today in game 2.
And when you water it, it just
doesn't grow.
Yeah.
Berzin takes a strike on the outside corner, and the count now 0-2.
Yeah, mowing it. And then get it to lay down different directions, to get the pattern in the turf.
Harry's dad just landed, now watching Dallas you need to give Kalen some run support, and that will be caught out there in right field by Dubois.
I thought that was
Hi, Mr. Park.
possibly getting down.
He should have just flown straight here.
Dallas, 6
Oh,
hours.
Deck just got his
flight instructor.
Yeah, license yesterday. We should have just had Deck go get him.
Yeah.
Just leave the game.
Just leave the game. We
need
don't need him to catch.
20-minute break. Man, that bus is bad.
Morrissey's itching the cat. No, he's disappeared. And fouled out a play by Logan.
What did I just hear being yelled?
Go yard.
Go yard. Well, that landed in the field across the street. It was just foul.
The 0-1 coming up here to Logan, and he pulls back on the bunt.
So he hits one really, really far, then he threatens bunt. Interesting.
But
strategy.
I understand Logan's got some wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, he does.
He sure does. I told the story in the first game, but yesterday we had intramurals volleyball, and he had a baseball game. Right after his baseball game, he went straight to the volleyball game, where his team proceeded to beat mine. And he did that when they were at McPherson last week? Yeah. They got right back from McPherson. He had intramurals, and he didn't even change. He went straight. He went straight to intramurals in the CAC with his baseball uniform on.
The guys are allowed to play intramurals?
Yeah.
That one popped straight up, coming back
or
at
maybe
us.
not. Maybe I shouldn't have said that.
He might not have.
Well,
yeah.
KT plays too.
We were not allowed. I'm jealous.
I think it's becoming
during
more,
the season.
more
We were not
lenient.
allowed.
Yeah.
We could do it during the fall.
Count now 2 balls, 2 strikes to Logan with 2 outs, and
and it's just started.
Deck over
too,
there on
so
first.
I don't know.
Or at second rather. Big curve stands outside, and we're full 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, intramurals are a blast. Played basketball and
Well,
things
that's
like
how
that.
Heston started sports. Is they started with a strong intramural program that they had for several years, and it pretty much was intercollegiate. It just didn't have the name.
Well,
Logan draws the walk.
Intercollegiate.
Like it was.
Did they play
not
like
an
Bethel
official
and stuff?
Yeah, they played intramurals versus other schools, but they just didn't give it the name because it would make people upset.
Actually, yeah, it would make
and make it too official. Kind of like us joining the Jayhawk Conference.
Certain
Didn't want it
pastors
to make
and
it
church
too
leaders
official,
in the
but we
area.
pretty much are in it already.
Yeah.
Well, now we are a vested
Now
member.
we are officially.
Big curveball stays upstairs to Stivers as Josh digs in with 2 on. Lark's trying to make a little noise here. Still looking for their first hit.
Threatening to score here, maybe.
And Josh, a hot shot, booted around, kicked around by the third baseman Kingsley. And Stivers aboard for Bob.
That'll work. Bob has a chance to add some RBI to his total.
What a day for athletics in this town of Heston.
Do explain.
Heston College baseball at home, Heston College softball at home, Heston High School softball at home, Heston High School baseball at home.
Wow, I didn't know softballs.
That is probably the first time ever that's happened.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wait, yeah, with baseball.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait a second.
You're with the high school team.
There's no way that's
high
the first
school
time.
finally decided to be American and get a baseball team.
The one. That Bob, a fly ball out there to right field. Going back is Dubois. Dubois is out of here. Grand slam. Home run. Bob clears the bases with a bomb to the opposite field, and 4 runs come in for Bobby-san. Nariki Fujimura with the home run.
Good job, Bob. Nice hit. That was
That just shot up there and got out of here, and now the Larks lead 4-1. First hit of the game couldn't have come at a better time.
No kidding.
As Bob puts up 4 with 1 swing on the grand slam, the big fly.
Now that's a way to have a second home run of the season right there.
John Law saying, if you can do it, I can do it. He just missed as John pops it out, and that's a long run towards, but Kingsley tracks it down. You knew John was trying to top Bob right there. He loves to do that. But 4 runs across on the first hit of the game for the Larks. A grand slam. We'll be back. Larks lead 4-1.
The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program. Heston College provides the education and personal attention expected of a top private school at a cost comparable to public institutions. 100% of students who applied for financial aid received aid.
After classroom and clinicals, the ultimate goal is passing the RN licensure exam and getting a job. 98% of Heston College's 1,600 graduates have achieved a RN licensure. Graduates are well respected in the healthcare industry with a great record of job placement. My employer loves hiring Heston graduates and recruits them every spring.
Be a part of the tradition of caring as a Heston College BSN student. Learn more about the Heston College nursing program today.
Up to do, but it's good.
The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program. Heston College provides the education and personal attention expected of a top private school at a cost comparable to public institutions. 100% of students who applied for financial aid received aid.
After classroom and clinicals, the ultimate goal is passing the RN licensure exam and getting a job. 98% of Heston College's 1,600 graduates have achieved a RN licensure.
I was going to stop it. And welcome back here as the swing and a miss from Blake Jelinas. It's 09. It's the shirts say 09. Undefeated since 1909.
I thought it was 1909.
1909.
That's 9.
Jelinas struck out his first at bat.
Maybe it's like 0809, so that's confusing. I don't know.
I tell you what, though, the football program here has been amazing.
Well, I mean, they don't lose.
Don't confuse our viewers. We do not have a football team.
That's why they're amazing. And they don't lose.
I am the football team. How about that?
I was
No,
the
you
I
team
do
when
not.
no, you can't be that because I watched you play Campus Cup last year. And you count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Too,
What's
Julian.
that supposed to mean?
You
Are you
did.
implying that I was not good?
No, but you did not lead your team to victory, so you should
That's
not say.
because you can't lead a team to victory when the refs are being paid.
The refs were not being
Oh,
paid.
they
I
most
watched that
definitely
game.
were.
Yeah, that was not a good showing.
I didn't have proper equipment. I wasn't allowed on a regulation field. We were confined to this small little space. What am I supposed to work with there? And on top
I'm
of
just
that,
saying.
The 2-2 coming up.
we
here
weren't
with
allowed
them.
to tackle.
Well,
Strike
no.
3 called. Jelena's
Nice
frozen at the dish.
We will take that.
6 strikeouts now for Kalen through 4 innings. 4 1/3.
In the bottom of the 4th, Heston softball leads 6-0 versus
All right.
KCK. Well, 8-0 now, I guess. Wait a second.
Go
Yep.
Larks. They could end that game if they can go 1, 2, 3 in the top.
Meanwhile, we are in the top of the 4th here.
And the Larks leading 4-1 after the strength of Bobby San's grand slam and a big swing by Cody Kingsley.
Yeah, Bob caught a hold of that one and took him deep.
Kevin Gerald says, way to go, Bob. And Texas
Yeah.
Tech has the hardest football field in the Big 12 Conference. Tech
I would
had a
agree with that.
conversation a few years ago to remove all artificial turf, but nothing ever came
You
of
can
it.
just see that on television.
Yeah, it looks
really
yeah.
bad.
You count 0-2 to Cody Kingsley.
But they kind of want to do track on turf, right? So
That one skips away from deck. The curve dropped too low.
it's kind of like Minnesota Vikings field, the one they had in the Metrodome.
Oh, that would unlock your knee if you looked at it wrong.
It did. Yeah.
And they count
It was
1 ball
bad.
and 2 strikes.
And there was no excuse for a field like that.
And a big swing, another strikeout. Kalen just mowing down
Yes, he
Swedes
is.
right now. So, is it safe to say Kalen's plundering the Swedes
Plundering? I don't know if I like that word.
at this point? With
I get they're the Vikings.
they're kind of like Vikings.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they identify very closely with the Vikings up there in Lindsburg.
And it's amazing that they have a very, very Swedish population up there, and
They do.
it's
They
quite
have
interesting. A lot of
it's
history.
Really cool.
A lot of history in Lindbergh.
Yes. They do a Swedish festival, at least one.
The 1-0 coming up from Kalen. And there's a strike right down the pipe to Granger Rhoda.
And in working
Catcher.
with several people from Lindsburg, I mean, they actually embrace it and kind of get into the whole Swedish/Viking thing.
The 1-1 coming up. And that one missing downstairs. And the count now
And-
2 balls, 1 strike.
If you look at the Swedes logo, look at that. That's a Viking.
Yep.
Does look like a Viking.
Yeah. So
plundering.
He's plundering
Thank you.
the Vikings.
The 2-1 coming up.
They're
That
the
one downstairs, and now the count 3 balls and 1 strike.
plundering the Swedes.
Man, the buzzer's getting louder.
I know. We've got too much electronic stuff up here.
We do.
Phil has to bring his whole entire entertainment center
I
with
mean, it
him.
really does.
Well, I mean,
Strike on the outside corner, and the count now 3 balls and 2 strikes.
I like my stuff.
Tried to ring him up on 2 strikes, didn't he?
It's hard to get 2 strikes on 1 pitch.
I could do it. That's how talented I was.
If you were
As
a
a
hitter,
batter.
yes, as a batter, you could do it.
Strike 3 called. Kalen mows down the side again. He
There we
plunders
go.
the Swedes once again. We've played 3.5. Larks lead 4-1. Back after this here on the Lark Network.
Earn your Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree at Heston College and become part of their 50-year tradition of outstanding nursing education. Located just 30 minutes north of Wichita, Heston College is a small, Christ-centered private college that provides state-of-the-art training for tomorrow's caregivers. The nursing program has maintained accreditation throughout its 50-year history, and 3 tracks offer you the BSN program you need to meet your goals, whether you are just starting out or building upon your previous education. The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program.
Small class size allows Heston College faculty to get to know and genuinely care for each student. A rigorous, holistic nursing curriculum provides practical hands-on experience in our active simulation lab. You will also gain real-world caregiving experience ranging from neonatal to geriatric in well-respected regional clinical agencies.
From my first contact with Heston College, I could feel the caring atmosphere. The nursing faculty made me feel at home. They walked me through the curriculum, and now as a student, they regularly check in on my life, my family, and my success.
Heston College provides the education and personal attention expected of a top private school at a cost comparable to public institutions. 100% of students who applied for financial aid received aid.
After classroom and clinicals, the ultimate goal is passing the RN licensure exam and getting a job. 98% of Heston College's 1,600 graduates have achieved a RN licensure. Graduates are well respected in the healthcare industry with a great record of job placement. My employer loves hiring Heston graduates and recruits them every spring.
Be a part of the tradition of caring as a Heston College BSN student. Learn more about the Heston College nursing program today.
One. Thanks. We're back, by the way. Or maybe we should.
Are we? We're
No,
back?
I'll take another one because.
We're good.
Three, two, one.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field as we're going to the bottom of the fourth. Cooper Morgan, I think we should take another picture.
Why?
Why not?
Did you not like that one?
I didn't like it. Cooper takes a pitch from upstairs. And then now pitching here. Okay. Phil, hand me that roster real quick.
Oh, yeah. Number 27?
Yeah. Or tell me who it
We
is.
got Dom Murray.
Dom Murray.
Yep.
So Murray misses upstairs.
I think it captures the essence of who you are.
Okay, go with it. I'm cool with it. I'm a big ham anyway, so we're good.
What does that even mean?
And the count 2 balls, 1 strike.
Heston softball wins 8-0.
All right, a run rule victory for the Larks. And the count
Nice.
3 balls, no strikes to Coop. Is that a sweep for the day? Good sweep for the Larks. They'll wrap things up on Monday, sophomore recognition. There's a strike on the
There's
outside
a
corner.
strike.
Coop.
Coop taking all the way on that one.
And then the Larks will be
On
on the
3-0.
road to start playoffs.
What? Oh,
Softball.
the softball.
Softball team.
I was like, we have playoffs already?
Coop fouls one back and out of play.
Graduation this year is what, May 9th or something?
It's on
13th.
Mother's Day.
13th, Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. That's so late.
I know, I've got it here. Phil, you haven't heard about the new bet, have you? The new wager. Sam
No.
Sowers and Ryan Vernon, 2 Heston College golfers, are taking on Dustin Gallion and myself in a golf match.
Okay. You guys are going to get smoked, right?
They're playing the black tees.
Still.
We're playing the red tees.
Oh.
As Coop goes down looking.
He thought he had a walk there, too.
He did. We're playing the black tees. Or they're playing the black tees. We're playing the red tees. 4-ball match, and we're getting 2 strokes a hole.
Wait. So
See, Sam came up here. As soon as he heard his name, he came running up the stairs.
So explain this again to me.
Oh, it's my best friend Sam Sowers.
How foolish they're being.
Thank you. Swing and a miss by Joel. 4-ball stroke play. Sam and Vern taking on Dustin and I. They're on the black tees.
They're on the black. You're
We're
on the red.
reds. We're getting, and Sam gave us 2 strokes a hole.
2 strokes a hole.
Hi, Sam.
And the count 0-1.
So you don't want to win, or? And you're at Heston. You're playing,
playing
at
at
Heston.
Heston.
You realize he's been playing that course since he was like 2.
76.
That's great.
What?
That's 2 strokes a hole.
2 strokes a hole.
Make you. Like,
We're gonna,
you're
Sammy.
dead.
We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna figure out
Oh
some
my
type of
gosh.
wager between the 4 of us.
Of course, I don't know how good Dustin is. I haven't seen him ever play.
This is gonna be a lot of fun.
Hey, Sam.
And we're gonna do this. And Sammy, we're gonna do this as soon as you guys are done with regionals this week. So what?
Your best is 71. I mean, that's good. Don't get me wrong, but
Joel now ahead in the count, 3 balls, 1 strike.
How
Sam.
many times have you been out this year, Russ?
3.
So he's warmed up, ready to go.
I've been out more than you.
Hey, here's a great text, Phil.
Yeah.
This is going to be a good one, all right? Okay. Hello from the Berries. We still enjoy HC baseball coverage.
Oh,
Hope
yeah.
the barbecue goes well. We'll come up and catch a game next year. That's Marilyn and Tim. We are so glad you guys are tuning in.
They
Great.
better come up and see us.
Sam left. I was going to have him take another picture.
Sammy was all intent when he heard his name.
He was.
Sam will come back and take a picture for us.
No, he won't.
There's a walk.
Peyton would come take a picture for us.
So Joel's going to walk over to first base with a free pass.
I'll get Peyton to come take a picture for us.
Are we even watching the game anymore?
I'm watching the game.
Oh, yeah.
I'm watching the Larks win. What are you doing?
I'm actually watching the game a little bit.
Me too.
While also chastising members of the golf team for making a foolish bet with Russ.
Thank you. That's on the ground. Base hit through the hole right side. Deck has a single.
Nice. There we go.
Aw, May Gerald says, Jazz, in honor of you and the chilly weather we are having here, we are having gumbo for dinner.
That kills me. That sounds so good.
Please deliver.
Gumbo.
Okay, so I need to know, May, what does she put in her gumbo?
Are you going to come over to our house and make some gumbo for us, Russ?
I make jambalaya. I can make gumbo.
Either one.
I can do it both.
All right.
I can do it.
Jazz, you can come over too if that ever happens.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
Well,
I know what it is, but I've never had it. Okay.
Because Jayla wants to.
My
wife Jayla wants to help Russ and.
No, come on. She wants me to come make it. Let's be real.
I mean, yeah, but I think she actually wants to help though, and learn how to do it.
I can do it. Zach Duncan stepping in with 2 on and 1 out here.
Lark's threatening here. They've got a chance to add some more runs on.
Did you already give Jacob Harris his props today?
Yeah.
On air?
Oh, no, not on air.
Okay.
In person.
Do tell.
And high fives. Jacob Harris was baptized today right here on the Larks baseball field this afternoon.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he sure was.
I was like, where are you?
I'm right here. A picture of the 3 of us.
Will you take a picture of us?
Yeah. Thanks, Peyton. And Duncan, a grounder on the right side, kicked around by Jelinas. Jelinas trying to go to first and does.
Almost did
just
get him.
in time.
Yes.
As that will be.
Phil's not looking. Oh, is he looking?
I just was chuckling because Peyton's reaching so high to take a picture. Thanks, Peyton.
You're the best.
So, Zach grounds out over there.
Yeah, sorry.
Runners do move out.
I was paying attention to
I
the
was
game.
too.
Oh, I wasn't. I'm not going to lie at all.
That's not my drink. Ugh.
Did you just drink out of my drink?
Yeah, I didn't. Mine's right here.
You monster.
You already called me a monster once.
Strike called.
Yeah. Phil, did Rusty tell you he made me cry on air?
I didn't mean to make you cry on air.
You made her cry on air?
Yes.
Cry on air.
What?
Yes, I did.
How? What?
Well, we were at the last game on Tuesday.
Yes.
He was like, do you realize this might be our last game, your last broadcast? And because, today might have gotten rained out was the forecast. And
sure.
So I just immediately started crying. But he had to say it not in between a break, just like on air.
So this is your last broadcast.
So this is
last
my...
baseball.
But then I wasn't even thinking about it. Like, I was not mentally prepared at all. And he hit me with that, and I was like...
oh my God!
It was waterworks, and I apologize.
I was wearing sunglasses, though. So
I did apologize. I did not mean to make Jasmine cry. And the count 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Mrs. Park was ready to beat you up.
She was. And that one getting by the catcher, Rhoda, and Joel trotting home.
That'll work.
So Joel moseys home on the passed ball.
Joel just kind of made his way around the bases.
Yeah,
there.
I did.
That was a nice little job.
The Larks leading now 5-1. Yeah, Natalie wanted to fight me.
She really did.
She had Jasmine's back, and when I apologized, when I explained to her what I said, she was okay. Natalie, though, we have to give Natalie all kinds of credit for helping be the point person for tomorrow's dinner.
Oh, yeah.
She did a great job being organizing this.
So listen up, people. If you aren't here already, you just need to hop in your car tonight and just start driving. Point your car towards
Or
Heston.
I offered services to come pick people up.
And, yeah.
Jasmine's own little Uber.
Yeah, like
Juber.
Yeah,
that
Papa
might
Tom
be
was supposed
more
to come. I
difficult
was gonna
for the
come
people
get
in
him,
Texas. But hop in your car right now. Put us on your phones.
Yeah, that's no. That is no.
May Gerald says
that is
in the
true.
gumbo, lots of shrimp, oysters, sausage. She said we could send you some to KT. Could send some to KT, but not sure he would ever deliver
Yeah,
it to you.
because pretty
Well,
sure doesn't he
yeah,
have
I
fudge
think
for
you're right
still?
about that.
Right?
No, he's
So
no,
there-
he's wait. He's
But
still
there's
got
only
three,
one solution here. They just need to hop in the car and drive on
He's
up.
got 3 more
You're right.
packages of fudge in his fridge that he hasn't given to us yet. KT does. And the first was Andy's mint fudge that was delicious.
And it was supposed to be for
Yeah, us.
us?
Yeah, and KT's hoarding it. And by the way, you're judging. You two are 2 of the judges for the rib
course
contest.
we are.
Just put that out there.
Wait, who all is?
You two,
So
Natalie,
he has
and
no chance of winning now.
Natalie. No, I want you guys to be
Now that you mention that.
Now that you say that.
Natalie's a judge. Thomas and Kyle are judges, and you two.
Who?
Thomas and Kyle.
Oh, okay. I'll allow it.
You didn't have a say in it.
Yes, I did.
So,
And
by the
because-
way, Bursons just went to second.
Yes, on the
So,
little pass ball. As Logan takes a pitch upstairs, and the count 2 balls, no strikes to the squirrel, Logan Dryden.
is that an approved nickname?
I've been calling him a squirrel for all season long.
Why?
Because he's kind of squirrely sometimes when he's out there running around.
Ooh, big cut.
Logan takes a hack at it, and the count now 2 balls,
did.
1 strike. Don't you think he kind of resembles a squirrel? Malachi and Morrissey agree.
What do
Morrissey,
they know?
Morrissey kind of agreed until I looked at him wrong. Then he nodded his head. And the count now 2 balls and 1 strike. That one too
Ooh.
far inside.
Yes. Brush him back off the plate.
And the count now 3-1 to Logan.
It's a chance for some RBIs here for Logan.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
are you going to help me serve the food tomorrow? Please?
I don't know.
I'll even give you an apron.
Last time I did that, there was almost no food left by the time we went through the line.
Well, you got to be careful.
That's why you get your plate first.
Yeah, right? Yeah, we should get our... Well, but then it'll be
I'll do
like
it.
all
Cold.
kinds of different weird temperatures. And
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'll help tomorrow.
Thank you.
I was planning on it.
That one's popped up on the infield. And a ball that's nearly trouble. Kingsley gets underneath it, makes a basket catch. But a run does come home. Larks lead 5-1. We're back after this.
How about
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose for living. And that's what we do at Heston College. We help people find that special calling, to find out what they were born to be and do, to figure out that purpose that's greater than themselves.
At Heston College, I really think about the logo as being centered to who we are. It's a greater than sign. It's an arrow. It's taking people places. And it's taking students beyond their worldview, beyond their comfort zones. It's about helping students be greater than themselves through an environment that is focused on Christ. I'm greater than thinking I can do this on my own.
I am greater than my fears.
I'm greater than bullying. I am greater than systems of oppression and confined ideas.
I'm greater than greed.
I am greater than being content with just a Sunday faith.
I'm greater than perfectionism.
So I'm greater than my former self.
Cards?
Yeah.
What are you? What?
Smart.
You're a Cubs fan?
I'm Roman Arnold from Dallas, Texas. I toured my dad's school, Texas A&M, and it really was beautiful, but it was huge. He talked about class sizes being over 100. I visited Heston as a baseball prospect and never looked back. I got the chance to be involved right away, not only on the field, but as a part of the community. Everybody knows each other on campus. We're really close-knit. And if you want faith to be a part of your athletic experience, no one does that better than Heston. I'm not worried about transferring. My advisor saw me out at least a half a...
And welcome back to the top of the 5th as Jasmine forcefully gets us back on track.
Yes.
And it's
You don't have to
Jasmine's
yell
world.
at us, man.
Yeah.
Aw.
We're nice people.
Yell if I feel like it.
No.
Yeah.
Hurt my feelings.
That bunt popped all the way over towards the tennis court.
Actually, you know what I need is a new Heston shirt. I've had this for like 4 or 5
I got
years.
a couple today.
You did.
I did.
I like that too. That's
did
pretty
too.
cool.
The golf team.
You happen to know the golf coach pretty well, though.
The golf coach?
Yeah.
Chris Rand. I have a golf sweatshirt.
Coach
I paid for it.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
I wouldn't have.
We won't talk about how you paid for it.
I paid for it. We count 101.
Okay, Kevin and May Gerald say, Jazz, you can come pick us up. We are already packed. And Kevin says, Rusty, quit buttering up the judges.
I don't have to butter up the judges. I'm confident. The sauce is made. We're ready to rock and roll.
What they don't understand is I'll take down Russ if I have to.
I think I'm
I
going
don't play
with
favorites.
Swing and a miss. You're already deciding
there's the Heston softball.
You're already deciding who you're judging for. And you have
No, that's not what I was gonna say.
Oh, okay.
Never mind.
Go ahead.
No.
Please.
Moment's over now. It's over now. It's all over.
It's over.
It's all over now.
A lot of
What's
parents.
over?
I've seen some parents from softball. Looks like coming over here.
Making
All right.
their way over.
I need a location to go pick you guys up. I'm on my way. Also, keep the gumbo warm until I get there.
And send enough for us as well.
Oh!
That went too far
Almost.
inside to
I thought that was going to hit him.
Lorea.
Lorea.
Lorea?
I got that now. It's kind of like Daisy Correa.
No.
Lorea?
That one fouled back.
How's that?
It doesn't look like that's how it's spelled, but I went over there and asked, and that's how they said it was.
Lorea.
Said, and I said, okay.
Then we'll go with it.
I saw Jordan in the sloth here. Reese McCrary.
Do we have any other movie suggestions yet for Jazz?
We can add to it, yeah.
Yeah. Other movie suggestions. She needs
That's
to
on the
watch.
ground at Bob. Bob
Oh.
can't come up with it. Goes right underneath his glove, and Lorea on board.
What are they going to score that?
I'm gonna score that an error in my book.
Yeah, that was a pretty routine play, unfortunately.
Bob just did not stay down on it. And
No,
it'll
he
be
did. Unfortunately.
But of course, the scoreboard put the error to Bethany.
What?
Yeah, Bethany got the error.
Yeah,
down.
fair enough. I mean,
First error of the game for the Larks.
They're the ones benefiting from it, right?
I guess that's how it goes. Kalen working here, and that's a swing and a miss off of Deck, and Deck comes up a little bit gimpy. Just a second.
So you notice when stuff like that happens, the umpire, a good umpire, notices it, and he's walking out to the mound and gives the catcher a little bit of time
I don't know,
to
but
shake stuff off.
Kalen and him are laughing about something.
Yeah, they're probably joking around a little bit. But for the novices like Jazz, that's why the umpire did that, is to give Deck a little bit of time.
And and on the flip side of that, if a ball hits an umpire, oftentimes you'll see a catcher walk
catcher
out.
will do that then usually.
Lubbock, Texas, 8 hours away. We will have hot gumbo waiting for you.
8 hours
Go.
away. Could you make that in time?
They can't make you cry. You don't have any fudge to eat.
We're not going to make you cry.
True.
We're not going to make you cry.
I love how interactive the Geralds are.
Thank
you guys for live chatting with
And thank
me.
you guys
people do
for helping
anything.
us along the way all season long. We're going to have a lot of fun tomorrow, KT and I, in our rib battle.
We'll miss you guys, that's for sure.
The 1-1 coming up, and a swing and a miss by Dunaway. More of the HC softball girls making their way here.
Softball girls are here already?
Yeah.
Oh.
We said that already.
I thought you said softball fans.
No, softball girls, as that's on the ground left side, base hit through the hole, the C&I single for Dunaway. And that brings up Christian Correa. The count 0-1. The count, or excuse me, this is a new batter, Correa. 1 out with 2 on.
Perfect time for a double play, if you ask me.
Is that one misses upstairs? Jazz has been active on the Twitter.
Is it me, or has the wind really calmed down?
Yeah, it's backed off a lot.
That's a little worrisome. I don't like that. I mean, I like that the wind is gone, but I don't like that it's with the storm so close.
Deck double clutches. The runners both go a double steal.
You might want to just let that happen.
Well, I think Deck was going 2, but he double clutched. I
He
heard
did.
2 come from the dugout, and I think it got him a little bit
a little
confused.
excited. Well, so far, Russ, the storms are staying off to the west.
Yeah, it's gonna get here. We need the rain. Don't get us wrong.
Oh no,
we need the
we'll
rain.
get rain.
Yeah.
Just we want to finish this game up.
Yes, we do. And I like to put my cover on my smoker. It was a little bit warm from still having pulled pork in it.
Yeah.
Or on it. I need to cover that and get it ready for tomorrow with versus KT.
Ready to make the best ribs in Heston.
In the first ever rib off.
Ooh, we should have a rib eating contest.
I don't know. No, because I really think you'd win that, Jasmine.
Well,
really?
Oh,
okay. Can I be 100% honest right now?
No.
Okay.
Her and
then I won't.
yes, you can. But her and her former roommate Kendall Richardson last year annihilated a slab of ribs in about 3
That was
minutes
this
and
year.
15 seconds.
That's impressive.
That was this year. But yeah, no, I'm not really a huge fan of ribs.
And well, then why are you a judge?
Yeah, why are you being a judge?
Because I feel like, as someone who doesn't favor any sort of ribs,
Okay,
I can honestly say which one's better. I mean, I enjoy them sometimes. I don't really like them. Like, if I had to choose, they'd be probably last on my list. Like, I'd choose pulled pork or steak or anything over them every day.
Okay, that hurts a little bit.
Well, it's not personal, though. It's everybody's ribs. It's not just yours.
That's
See?
on the ground. Bob. Had a run
he's
down.
got him. He does
and
know where to go.
Bob has him.
Oh,
and
now he's
another
got
double
another
run. Bob trying to turn his own version of a double play. Bob did them both. Bob is doing it all. Bob.
I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Oh my gosh!
As that was on
How do you
the
score
ground.
that?
Well, I'm going to go 5 UA and 5 UA.
5 UA.
Bob ran about 300 feet. He's hit a grand slam. He's turned a double play himself. Bob's got the MVP right now.
He does. That was amazing.
We'll be back after this here on the Lark Network.
Oh my God.
From my first contact with Heston College, I could feel the caring atmosphere. The nursing faculty made me feel at home. They walked me through the curriculum, and now as a student, they regularly check in on my life, my family, and my success.
Dunaway, right?
No, Liera.
At Heston College, I really think about the logo as being centered to who we are. It's a greater than sign. It's an arrow. It's taking people places, and it's taking students beyond their worldview, beyond their comfort zones. It's about helping students be greater than themselves through an environment that is focused on Christ.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose for living.
I'm greater than thinking I can do this on my own.
I am greater than my fears.
I'm greater than bullying. I am greater than systems of oppression and confined ideas.
I'm greater than greed.
I am greater than being content with just a Sunday faith.
I'm greater than perfectionism.
So I'm greater than my former self.
Because then Gordon is up next.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so crazy.
That was awesome.
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever seen anything.
The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program. Heston College provides the education and personal attention expected of a top.
And welcome back as Josh Stivers digging in here in the bottom of the fifth. Larks lead 5-1. It's the Bob Fujimara show. That's all there is to it. Bob is all over this. And Josh takes a strike here from Murray.
Yeah, the Bob Fujimara show is pretty exciting.
That one comes behind Stivers. And there's an example of why you always drop the bat. He almost fouled that off.
You should drop the bat.
All right, Kevin and Majorel says, thank you. You guys are the best. Wish we could be there too. And the storm The storms are fixing to hit here, as
Yeah,
in
we
Lubbock, Texas. And way to go, Bob.
Oh, yeah. That's Bob.
Yeah, you need to read that with inflection next time. Bob ran for a little bit, chased the guy at first, chased the guy home, chased the guy back, tagged in, ran the second runner down. He's hit a grand slam. Bob's just all over the place.
That was crazy. Erased his error there by tagging out the guy that got on because
Stivers chases high cheese by his eyes, and they count 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Sometimes those pitches look so tempting. It's incredibly difficult to lay off of them, but man, you got to.
He took a healthy hack at it.
He did.
We count out 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Stivers. They said Josh went.
No,
they said Josh didn't go. Josh thought he went.
Yep. Well, I like
that too.
I like the hustle by Josh, just in case he went and that way you don't leave it up to the
Now
umpire.
they're talking if he went or not. He went down to first base,
but you don't leave it up to the umpire.
Right.
You take it into your own hands and just go. But he definitely earned the bag.
The count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
There we go.
So
it's good hustle. Good hustle play. When in doubt, hustle. Basically.
Hustle it out.
Yep.
Do the hustle.
I wondered if she was going to go there.
Why did you not laugh, Rusty?
No, because I wondered if you were going to go there. Stivers on the ground. That's deep in the hole. That goes through the shortstop Correa's glove.
It did.
And Stivers aboard.
He found the hole in the glove. And
on an error.
They called that an error, I believe.
But that brings up Bob, who's everywhere.
That's right. Bob's been playing all the positions, I believe, hasn't he?
Not there, but
everywhere.
He's all 9 positions
no,
at the
Riki's
same
having
time.
himself a great game at this game.
He's having a phenomenal game at bat and in the field.
Lark's on top 5-1, none out. Stivers aboard, and Bob takes a pitch low in the dirt for 1 ball.
How about this? If a guy goes 1 for 4, or 1 for 5 even, with a home run, is that a good day?
I think so.
Right? He's going to go home probably feeling pretty good. He hit a home run.
Bob loops one out there, and that will be drop in for a base hit. Bob has himself the multi-hit game.
Yes, he does.
So Bob doing it all. After the single, and that brings up Jonathan Law, or John was on deck. Looks like we're going to have a quick little visitor, maybe a substitution here. I think.
How about this? Would you rather go 3 for 4 with a couple RBIs, or 1 for 4 with a home run?
3 for 4 with a couple ribbies.
There you go.
Looks like Kyler Reinhardt coming in to hit.
It's a weird game of would you rather.
I could think of weirder.
Would you rather...
Okay, let's play weirder.
Let's play weirder?
I gotta go.
We can do that if
I
you
got
want
somewhere to be.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
We already know you don't.
Yeah, you already said you were free. Yep. Nice try. We got you. Guys, we've had a lot of fun bringing you Lark baseball all season long. We're glad for the people who are tuning in. We're glad for the people in attendance. Jasmine, we're going to miss you.
Okay, let's do this in the 7th inning. I can't do this now.
Here, make us a deal, though. So you're going to KU next year, right?
Yeah.
You can come down for at least one weekend.
Rock Chalk.
I am. When Evan Oswald is here.
Rock Chalk.
No, and actually call a game with us.
I like that.
Okay.
How about that? We'll get Jazz back.
Sounds good. Well, I already told Rusty that if I fail out of KU, hold my spot for me.
Yeah. Oh, it's here.
Because I'm coming back.
It's yours. As the pitch gets by on the wild pitch. I find Jasmine failing anything hard to believe.
Well.
What are you failing?
If I fail out of KU, or I just get overwhelmed.
Which is not going to happen.
If I miss dirt roads and sunsets.
That might happen.
Then
But that doesn't mean that you fail out and drop out. That just means you go home for a
I'll
little
definitely
bit.
drop out.
No, don't do that.
Count 1 ball and no strikes here to Kyler.
My first year at Iowa State, I got overwhelmed by just how big I thought Ames was, but you get used to it.
I'm gonna be.
You'll adjust.
I went to a KU WSU game this week at Wichita State.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, no shot. I'm gonna get to know all those players like I did.
Sure you do. Sure.
No
Why not?
shot.
Why not?
It's just so big, and there's so many sports. Like, I don't know.
And the count 1
You
ball,
won't
1
get to know
strike.
all the players in the athletic department, but
We've got a steal coming home.
Oh, no.
And Josh tagged out as he tried a straight steal of home plate.
no, I think that was supposed to be a bunt.
Oh, I think you're
He
right,
missed
too.
the bunt.
Kyler, it was a squeeze. Kyler
It
missed the
was.
squeeze.
It was a squeeze, and he missed the bunt. That sucks.
So Stivers tagged out on
Yep.
the attempted squeeze. And that was a straight suicide squeeze.
That was.
There was no safety about that.
No.
Kevin and May
That wasn't a
saying
safety squeeze.
goodbye.
Thank you for reading that with inflection. Thank you.
And they also say, yes, she does. She needs to be on her way to Lubbock. I'm telling you, I'm going to plan out like a map of where all the baseball parents live, and then I'm going to go door to door and visit all of them.
I like it.
Do it.
I will. I'm going to
Go
start
visit
with
them.
Mrs. Park.
Jazz's journey.
Then
You've got
just,
time.
Just everywhere. I'm just going to. I know. This
I wish I
Make,
have a
make
job. I
videos
can't do
go
that.
viral.
Go viral.
The viral voyage of Jazz's journey.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Write an
That one-
article about it.
Popped out of play. And the count 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That would be cool.
Right?
It would be. It'd
I'd
be
need
cool.
money. I don't have money for
Should we?
that.
Let's start a
Start a
GoFundMe.
GoFundMe.
A GoFundMe for
Yeah,
Jazz's
Get a
journey.
GoFundMe going
Okay.
for Jazz's journey.
Yeah, we're all about that. To go visit
Coming
all the baseball parents,
Summer
not the players,
of
the
2018.
parents.
So, yeah, the parents. I don't care about the players. No, I'm just
No,
kidding. We do care about the
Kyler
players.
goes down looking on the curveball, and that brings up Cooper Morgan. As we're into the bottom of the 5th, Larks leading 5-1. As Bob's standing over third base.
Yep. Bob did make it on that the ruined squeeze.
As Coop fouls it off.
I'd like to see Coop get an RBI.
Coop hit a home run yesterday, but did not designate it to Jasmine.
That was his first home run.
So which
He is hitting.
I'm not.
His on-pace percentage is
I'm not
416
over
on
it.
the
He,
year.
he dropped the ball.
Whatever. It's whatever. I'll get my own.
The 0-1 coming up.
Uh-oh.
Going too far outside. Bob coming home.
He'll make it easy.
And Bob
There
scores
we go.
another run.
Have yourself a day, Bob.
Yep.
Bob, a couple of hits, 4 runs driven in, 2 runs scored, and an unassisted double play he turned himself, where he tagged out 2 runners. Not 1, 2 runners.
2 runners.
2 runners.
Chased him down. Chased down the guy between home and third, and then the guy between second and third, because he's Bob, I guess.
Yeah.
Because he's Bob.
Because he's
I like
Bob.
that. I like
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
He's
missing
just-
downstairs in the count now.
He's that kind of do-it-all guy.
Even at 1 ball, 1 strike here to Coop. Should be 2-1 actually. Coop swings and misses. We're even 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Cooper. And the 2-2 coming up.
Oh!
That one off of Coop's head.
It
Coop,
did. That
not
drove
even
him right off
phased.
the top of the head. Yeah, those helmets are actually pretty good.
That
Yeah.
right there is my biggest fear.
Yeah.
I thought a ball coming in and hitting you was your biggest fear.
Well, either way, just
Well,
getting hit
that-
is what I meant.
Yeah. It hurts for just a little bit. And honestly, with these helmets and stuff, they're good for, I mean, the guy's got to be throwing upper 90s for it to really be painful.
Joel steps in.
So-
Joel drew a walk.
Unless you get drilled right in the ear, that kind of stings.
Or Josh getting drilled in the face.
Oh yeah, if you get
But he
drilled
didn't
in
get.
the-
I mean, that was on the play. It wasn't a pitch to. It wasn't a foul ball or a practice ball like
Yeah.
Duncan.
Or if you're weird and you like turn into the ball and open yourself your front to the ball and you get hit in your
The 0-1 coming up here from
area.
Murray. Curve drops into Joel, and the count now 0-2. Saw KT break a bat in game 1.
Broke the bat?
Well, the end cap was smashed in.
Interesting.
They called it.
Well, it's
Yeah, I
kind
saw
of a
that.
broken bat. I've seen guys actually break the bat.
Swing and a miss. Joel goes down. But the Larks tack up another run. They lead 6-1. We're back after this on the Lark Network.
Earn your Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree at Heston College and become part of their 50-year tradition of outstanding nursing education. Located just 30 minutes north of Wichita, Heston College is a small, Christ-centered private college that provides state-of-the-art training for tomorrow's caregivers. The nursing program has maintained accreditation throughout its 50-year history, and 3 tracks offer you the BSN program you need to meet your goals, whether you are just starting out or building upon your previous education. The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance, and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program.
Small class size allows Heston College faculty to get to know and genuinely care for each student. A rigorous, holistic nursing curriculum provides practical hands-on experience in our active simulation lab. You will also gain real-world caregiving experience ranging from neonatal to geriatric and well-respected regional clinical agencies.
From my first contact with Heston College, I could feel the caring atmosphere. The nursing faculty made me feel at home. They walked me through the curriculum, and now as a student, they regularly check in on my life, my family, and my success.
Heston College provides the education and personal attention expected of a top private school at a cost comparable to public institutions. 100% of students who applied for financial aid received aid.
After classroom and clinicals, the ultimate goal is passing the RN licensure exam and getting a job. 98% of Heston College's 1,600 graduates have achieved a RN licensure. Graduates are well respected in the healthcare industry with a great record of job placement. My employer loves hiring Heston graduates and recruits them every spring.
Be a part of the tradition of caring as a Heston College BSN student. Learn more about the Heston College nursing program today.
I don't like sushi, which is
Japanese. At Heston College, I really think about the logo as being centered to who we are. It's a greater than sign. It's an arrow. It's taking people places. And it's taking students beyond their worldview, beyond their comfort zones. It's about helping students be greater than themselves through an environment that is focused on Christ.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer.
And welcome back to Oswald Field. Rusty Phil and Jasmine here.
We own those couches.
We own those couches. Our names are on couches. Your name's in a press box.
When
our names are on
were
couches.
Here
at Heston College.
At Heston College as students, we wrote our name on couches.
Because we had a group that sat in the same couches, the same spots.
Almost every night.
It's tradition. KT coming into pitch here for the Larks in the top of the 6th.
Look, just because you're not as cool as we were.
It's jealousy.
Right, that's what it is.
Jealousy right there.
You wish it could be as cool
The
as
0-1
us.
coming up, and that one punched Fallon out of play by Austin Gordon. Gordon 0 for 2, strikeout and a flyout. And what's a pretty nice night for baseball. We finally got some nice weather.
Are you going to figure that out or what?
What?
What time that closes?
Oh.
Oh.
I'm trying to be a play-by-play guy. Strike 3 called, and
pitch.
Gordon goes down. I mean,
Yes.
you could do it too, but whatever.
I'll want you to do it.
Sure, I'll do it.
Okay.
That'll bring up Julius Gaines. I tell you what, the things we do for Jasmine.
I know, right?
I'd like a snack. Okay.
Well, the things you do for Jasmine.
Yeah. I've had
You
her
came
back.
today, didn't you?
Yeah, well, yeah, you got guilted in. She
I wanted to come anyways. It's the
Whatever.
last game of the season.
I doubt it.
And then, yeah, you mentioned this is your last time, and I was like, oh, I mean,
You've been
I don't really like you that much, but...
Rude.
I'm kidding.
That's a lie.
to Julius Graves.
At least the lights went out when it was still light out.
And at least
If
the
they
lights
went
are
out
back
now,
on.
then-
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah, by the way, the lights are back on.
I think they can tell.
Yeah.
We've seen the lights blow up before.
Uh-huh. Smoke and everything. It
Yeah, that was kind of creepy.
kinda
The Geralds
sad.
say, "Let's go, KT."
Swing and a miss
Nice
here from
pitch.
Graves.
KT's bringing some heat.
Strike.
Guys, we can't go there.
Why?
It closes in 4 minutes.
That's stupid.
That's a really bad time to close your restaurant.
Oh, well.
Most restaurants close at 8.
Swing and a miss by Graves.
I wouldn't say most restaurants close at 8. Heston's a weird town.
No, Anchor Inn closes at 8. Except for on weekends, we close at 9.
Anchor Inn is also a weird place.
No, it's not.
No, it's
Yeah.
good.
No, not really.
He just wants to get me worked up.
Yeah, he does. He's trying to get you
I
triggered.
see right through your psychiatrist manipulation. It doesn't work on me.
I was not impressed by the place in McPherson. How about that?
Well, that's because that's
That's
not
the
the one.
Anchor Grill.
That's
Yeah.
not. That's
I mean,
not,
it's related, but it's not the same.
It's not
It
the
was
same.
not good.
I like the Anchor Grill. I've never been to the one in McPherson, but I know the owner personally. He's a really cool dude. I went to his
Swing and a
wedding.
miss by.
Well, then he needs to be a better cook.
Okay, well, he doesn't actually cook. He just runs a business.
Well, he needs to whip those people under shape.
Got it.
Weird.
Jazz, it is the weekend.
Swing
You got
and a
a point.
miss. And KT strikes out the side as we'll head to the
KT
bottom of the
brought some
sixth.
smoke here.
Larks leading 6-1.
My goodness.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose for living. And that's what we do at Heston College. We help people find that special calling, to find out what they were born to be and do, to figure out that purpose that's greater than themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field. We have the bottom of the sixth and the top of the seventh. Larks leading 6-1. You guys want to well wish Jasmine? Please text us or get in the live chat. As like we said, we're going to close the book on this chapter for Jazz. We'd love to hear from you.
By the way, the Swedes have a new pitcher. His name is Jonathan Rodriguez.
Okay, so Jonathan Rodriguez coming in to pitch.
Coming to us from Liberal, Kansas. Which, for those of you who don't know, that is an extreme southwest corner of Kansas. And that's the very definition of a cow town, if you ask me, Russ.
Okay.
Last time I went through there were these massive cattle lots and things like that.
I talked to you.
Town, right?
Abilene?
Yeah.
I talked to you. I talked to you yesterday. You were coming back from Dodge City.
I was in Dodge City yesterday.
So Deck coming up to bat here in
That
the
is-
sixth.
That is definitely a cow town.
Yep.
True. Russ, you know what? When you called me, I was driving past those big cattle lots on the east side of Dodge City.
I don't want to talk about those. There's a lot of pheasants over there. As Deck takes a curve from Rodriguez.
You know what, though? Driving around Kansas, I have learned to appreciate more of the scenery than I
Thank
thought.
you. I like to hear
Yeah.
that from you.
No. Josie's part of Kansas, northeast Kansas.
There's a line drive out there.
Oh, that's
Deck's going to
gonna work.
dump in a single. And Deck aboard.
That's funny, Russ, because you were just saying when I was on the phone with you that there's a whole bunch of nothing between here and Dodge City.
It's beautiful, though, if you look at
I
it.
thought
It is.
so.
But there's
But Russ was making
I
fun
mean,
of
it's
it.
not like there's mountains and stuff. There's a whole lot of nothing, but
You
it's
should
beautiful.
be Talk to him about that. I'm the one that said it was nice.
I'm just still floored that you said that. Zach Duncan steps in here. Zach 0 for 2.
Yeah, it's not mountainous or anything, but...
And Zach takes a pitch upstairs for a ball from Rodriguez. A little more action up in the Lark bullpen.
I've been told if you get down around Medicine Lodge and further
down, it's really
it
cool
can be
down
really
there.
Cool. I haven't gotten down there yet, but...
Down in the gypsum hills, all of a sudden you kind of go up over a little ridge and it just breaks open.
Interesting. Yeah. There's some canyons in that area too, if I'm been told correct.
As a tapper on the ground, Rodriguez trying to barehand it, gloves it up, can't pick it up, and Zach is there. Woo. As Rodriguez couldn't find the handle. So Jasmine's in the live chat. She's just not responding via the chat.
Well, I'm responding on air.
That's right, but respond like that.
Don't tell me what to do.
Wow. Getting salty.
Jazz can go salty from very, very quickly.
Last game getting to her, I think, a little bit.
Phil?
You know, this is like possibly the last time you see the Larks bat on air.
You know what? You're going to make me cry. Mess up my makeup.
Natalie will come unglued.
Yeah, and then I'm going to tell Natalie that it was something really rude you said.
You know what, though?
Natalie
will love that I've got this jacket on.
I know. Yeah. I know she will.
She's going to be like, oh,
and the hat. And the hat.
And the hat, too. So.
All right. We might need a new target.
Pretty sure Natalie and I are getting along just fine.
David's stepping in.
Versions?
Yeah. Oh, it popped straight up. It's going deep, getting up there, hanging up there, and that will be caught by Dubois out there. And Deck tags on the flying play.
Good play by Deck.
And Logan Dryden coming to bat.
So now we got runners at the corners. Look for the Swedes to maybe place double play depth.
So Logan will step up.
Bring the corners in.
With one away. And that one stays upstairs from Rodriguez.
Buzzed him a little bit.
Skips away from Rodriguez on the throw back.
Well, you know, you can kind of tell that they're a JV squad yet. They've got some kinks to iron out.
Yep.
That's why they're doing this.
And the 1-0. Logan hammers one. That's going to be a base hit into the right field corner. Run coming home. Logan thinking two. Logan racing in there. And Logan will be safe. He's called in safe. And Logan gets on. And Logan gets on second.
He thought he was out.
He thought he was out too. And that will bring a discussion as rips the single, scores a run.
I'm giving him a double.
I'll call it a double too if they keep him out there.
He didn't stop, and they made a play on him, so he made it.
And I think they're talking about a base path issue here.
Possibly. There might have been a base path issue. There might have been a tag issue. But the umpire was right on top of it. Here's the thing about the base path. He established that path himself.
He did. It's not a straight. It's where the runner's coming in.
Yep. He didn't deviate from his path.
No. So Logan actually had the right that way.
Yep.
Because he rounded it and he was there, and Logan gets the double.
He was running the bases like you're taught. You know, you round the bag and then you take a nice round path from first to second. So, hey.
And that brings up Josh Stivers.
Heston will take it.
Larks leading 7-1 here.
Sometimes the calls go in your favor. Sometimes they don't.
The incredibly dangerous Bob Fujimura waiting on deck.
The insanely dangerous.
And Josh out there to center field. That'll dump in for a base hit. Gets by the center fielder out there. Gaines can't come up with it. Logan's on his way.
Yes, he is.
And Logan held up as Josh gets the single. Takes second on there.
Kyle was doing the palms up thing with. I think Logan missed the go ahead and go home line.
Got one in though.
We did.
8-1 here.
That's pretty funny.
In the 6th. Bob coming to bat.
You know.
And Bob takes a strike.
If the Larks score 3 runs, this would be it.
I really, really don't like you right now. Gosh. I think I need to put on my sunglasses.
How are you going to handle graduation if you can't handle this?
Graduation will be easy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
1 ball, 1 strike.
How was high school graduation for you?
Oh, piece of cake. It's just like the weeks leading up. It's like, yeah. The things leading up to it that mentally prepare me / tear me apart. Yeah.
But
Josh takes a strike, or Bob takes a strike rather, and they count 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I'm confident you made friends for life here, though. So you're not gonna. And the memories will always be there.
Yes.
You won't lose those. Nobody can take.
There's something about the Heston experience.
Yep.
And the 1-2 coming up.
I'll be satisfied when I get a statue.
Well,
that one misses upstairs to Bob, and they count out 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Like I said, I'm not sure how. You know what? These days, Mennonites would probably be okay with a statue. I think we could probably make that happen.
Yeah. You're just like a small figurine. Somewhere where everyone would see it.
Okay, so Harry Park coming in to hit now for the Larks.
What?
I did not stutter. Bob strikes out, and Harry coming to bat.
I'm confused.
He struck out.
No, not
No,
about
Harry's,
that. Oh my gosh.
Harry's on deck. So
Leave
Harry
me
trying to
alone.
take a page out of Jacob Harris's playbook as a pitcher coming in to hit yesterday. Apparently, Jake ripped a double. Is that what I understand, guys?
The Geralds say Bob for president.
Got my vote right
I
now.
agree.
Yeah, definitely.
I think I heard that was Harry's
Park?
That was Harry's.
What did I just hear?
Don't strike out.
Oh my God!
And Harry makes it. Harry with a single and a ribby. Harry has himself a single and an RBI.
Oh my goodness! First pitch,
swinging, jumps all over it.
Oh
Larks
my
having
goodness!
some fun here.
Didn't even hesitate. He's like, "That's mine. I'm going for it." Oh boy!
And that brings up Coop. That was cool.
Good job, Harry.
Harry with a single.
See, pitchers can hit.
Pitchers can hit.
I
Pitchers
never
can
said
hit.
they couldn't. I don't know where that conception.
We were talking about the DH rule.
Okay, got it.
That one misses upstairs. Harry with a real healthy lead over there too.
Has he run
Now,
the bases?
Yeah, he's run the bases, but I might be yelling, "Don't get picked off" at this point
Right.
against the lefty Rodriguez.
It's a lefty too.
Now Harry shortened his lead up a little bit, realizing he's against the lefty as the curve gets away from Rodriguez upstairs.
He's like, "Oh yeah, that guy could just step and pick me off." So,
as we're in the bottom of the 6th.
nice job, Harry.
The Larks leading 9-1.
Yeah, now he's taking like a real tentative lead.
He is,
He's got
he's
a really
creeping.
big lead. Oh my goodness!
And that one is a curve over for a strike to Coop.
Like you might want to not take such a big. There's no need.
Hey.
Oh, Harry wants a stolen
Yeah,
base.
he can
He's
do
got a
whatever.
single and a ribby. Why not fill up his stat line with a stolen base?
That's kind of a mean thing to do with a 9-1 lead. And you don't want to ruin that rally they got going.
My question is this: where'd Harry get the batting gloves? Who'd he borrow the batting gloves from?
They should probably be his own, but you never know.
They count 3 balls and 1 strike.
I think he borrowed Coop's.
To Coop. And a curve inside that misses.
Obviously, he didn't borrow Coop's. Coop's is up bad.
Yeah, Coop was up to
That's
bat, Phil.
stupid.
The bases are loaded. Joel Ogletree coming to bat here.
Joel has a chance for some ribbies.
With 2 outs here in the 6th.
And possibly ending the game right here.
And that curve stays away.
Of course, right now, I wouldn't be swinging. You're going to have to give me like
It's got to be perfect.
a
at this
couple
point.
good pitches, yeah.
I just want to take this opportunity to say, in just a second after the pitch, As Joel, that one stays upstairs. In all seriousness, how much Jasmine has meant to the broadcasts.
Oh, yeah.
And how much she has been a part of this.
How much she's brought.
I'm serious, Jazz. In every aspect, you don't know what you have meant to us and to me to have consistency for the last 2 years. It means the world, and you have set the bar so high.
Well, and the learning curve that we saw.
Oh, absolutely. From someone who did not like baseball to see your growth, and we wish you the best next year at KU. We want you to come back and visit us often. Visit us baseball, the baseball parents, but seriously, please don't be a stranger.
Oh, trust me, I won't. No, and thank you guys too thank you to the parents, and thank you to Phil and Rusty and everyone who's been on the broadcasting journey with me as a mentor and been patient enough to listen to my sometimes ignorant questions / comments.
We've had a lot
irrelevant questions and comments. Yeah. No, thank you guys. I couldn't have done it without all the support, and honestly,
I'm
don't regret a single part about Heston College.
I'm just glad that we could change her life with Field of Dreams.
It did change my life. It did.
How cool is that?
No, I want to end the broadcast with a quote from Field of Dreams, guys.
Okay.
That's how much it changed my life.
Okay, all right, we'll let you.
Okay, I gotta find it first.
Well, might not end.
Truly to have consistency with me for the last 2 years has been tremendous.
That's been pretty, because you've done more than just baseball.
Oh, basketball and softball, and been all over. I mean,
I've learned a lot.
Good, we're glad. We have really, really enjoyed you. That one gets away as Preston's come in to hit, and they count. 2 balls, no strikes.
Rodriguez having some trouble here. No activity in the bullpen, though, for the Swedes.
Winning run over there at third base.
90 feet away.
In the form of Harry.
In the form of Harry.
That curve stays upstairs, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike to Preston.
He's having...
They count 3 balls and 1 strike.
He might be right.
Jasmine will be back in action on Monday. Softball. Ball 4 issued, and that is going to be a walk-off walk here for the Larks as the Larks win the second game 11-1 after the big inning. Bob Fujiwara coming up big as we're going to call it a home part of the season. And we thank you guys for tuning in to our broadcast. And like we said, Jazz, we wish you the best next year.
Jazz, we are honestly going to miss you. And,
yes, we
It has been a pleasure having you here.
I'm going to miss you guys, too.
Yeah, I mean, without a doubt.
Probably more than you can ever imagine.
Enjoyed getting
I don't know if you can miss us as much as we're going to miss you, to be honest. I mean, but Jasmine, you wanted to end the broadcast with a quote from Field of Dreams?
Yes. Be prepared. Everyone prepare your hearts and your minds.
This is going to make me cry, isn't it? 'Cause it's
baseball has marked the time. This field, this game, it's part of our past. It reminds us all of once was good and all that could be again.
There you go.
It is true.
What a great way to end the season.
Great way to end a baseball here at the Larks for this season. We'll be back in action on Monday on softball, but for Phil Miller and Jasmine Pankratz, I'm Rusty Witcher saying thank you and good night.